Morning all. Today I should really be going up to the allotment to plant out those onion sets, but I'm tired. The weather's looking a bit grey and that's all the excuse I need not to go up. But instead I am going to stay at home and plant out some seed potatoes, the earlies, into tubs in my back garden. Well, as you can see, these seed potatoes have been enthusiastically chitting amongst themselves for the past couple of months. They were sent in to me by a guy called Dave Tansley, who doesn't have a YouTube channel but is a YouTube viewer, and kindly sent these in to me a couple of weeks ago. The variety is called Jazzy. I've never ever heard of them before, but as the label says, small potato, big personality. I think they are an early, so I am pretty late in planting these out, but it just means I'll get my earlies slightly later in the season, which is okay by me. I also managed to get this bag of seed potatoes. They are Pentland Javelin variety. I've never grown them before. There are 15 in this bag. It says small seed on the notes there, and believe me, they are very, very small, but for 99p I figured that was a bargain. Right, let me show you exactly how small these seed potatoes are. There you go. Some of them look as though they might be a bit soft, but you know what, for 99p I'll just chuck them in a pot and see what happens. It's pretty windy outside. I doubt whether I'm going to be doing much chatting to the camera. So what I'll do is I'll just film me planting the seed potatoes, and then we'll come back into the kitchen and maybe plant some more stuff.
Hang out the stars in Indiana, up in a sky of midnight blue. Hang out the stars in Indiana to light my way back home to you. Have every robin sing a love song, a melody just meant for two. For in my heart there'll be a love song, a song I long to sing to you. How could I find the things I sought for? No wonder they were all denied. The very happiness I fought for was right back by your side. So wait for me in Indiana, and when the long, long day is through, hang out the stars in Indiana to light my way back home to you.
That's the early potatoes in for now. I planted, I think it was 6 of those Jazzy seed potatoes, and I think it was 6 of the Pentland Javelin. I ran out of pots, people, so I put what I could into what I'd got. Anyhow, quick update on Mick Watson's lupin seeds. No show, Mick. Not at the moment, anyhow. I know you said that maybe I needed to sing to them to encourage them to grow. We'll see if that happens. I haven't planted any leafy greens yet, so I'm going to start with my favourites, Little Gems. The problem I have with this vegetable growing lark is successional sowing. I'm never any good at it. Every year I try to be good, and every year I fail. What tends to happen is I chuck a couple of seeds in the ground or in these trays with the intention of being really good and only sowing a few. And like I said, what happens is the seedlings come up, I get excited, I plant out these seedlings from these trays, and then I go up to the allotment and then I get like an entire packet of lettuce seed and I chuck them all in. And so come June, I've got like half a ton of lettuce, or beetroot, or cabbage, and it generally goes to waste. But this year I'm going to try my utmost hardest to stick to this whole successional sowing malarkey, he says, itching to sow loads and loads of seeds. Anyhow, just planting out these little gem seedlings here, or seeds, trying to put 1 or 2 per hole. It's not working out that way. It's ending up being more like 3 or 4. But yeah, they'll grow. Then I'll plant more and more and more. And like I said, come June, I'll have way too much. Right, that's the little gems started for now. Let's see what other seeds I can plant. Up next, I'm trying these sweet peppers. Frigatello is the variety for anyone who's interested. So yeah, let's have a go. There are the seeds. It says that these should be grown in a greenhouse ideally, but I don't have a greenhouse, so they're going to go on a sunny spot in my backyard, and hopefully I'll get something at the end of the season. Right, that's it. Come on, Frigatello. Now another YouTuber, Mr. Randy Glavin, sent me some seeds. These are butternut squash, as you can see, sugar pumpkin, sugar baby watermelon, and some beef steak tomato seeds. Now I was going to plant the butternut squash seeds today, because according to our packets over here in the UK, this variety, this winter hurricane F1 variety, you can start to sow indoors between March and May. Not too sure about these just yet. I'll get in touch with you and you can guide me, sir. But for now, I'll plant a couple of these and then those once I've had a chat with you. Let's get to it. I'm only going to plant 6 butternut squash seeds because if they do take, they go crazy. So here goes. And finally, I'm going to sow my Inca berries. I grew these about 3 years ago. They were very successful, but they took an age to get going. But once they did, they produced this little fruit here, which was lovely. So I can highly recommend these. Don't bother with cucamelons. Look how microscopically small these seeds are. Right, let's have a go at sowing them. Just give them a quick watering in. As you could see from the video, I wasn't getting 1 in each hole. I was probably getting like 3 or 4 in each hole, but I'm not worried about that. So long as something comes up, that's all that matters really. Okay, that's it for this week. Thank you for joining me. If you have, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, share, and especially comment down below. That would be great. Before I go, I'm sure Mick Watson said that if these lupin seeds weren't growing, that I'd probably have to sing to them.